Hey friends, I just wanted to make a quick video about the recent breaking yet and also very tragic news out of Germany. It's been making the news quite a bit that the other night there was a shooting at a Kingdom Hall in Hamburg, Germany. And it was at a Kingdom Hall. A gunman opened fire, and shot many people at a Kingdom Hall. On the hall was like full. It was probably a meeting night, and they it was about 6 or 7 injured, including an unborn baby. The mother, fortunately, I've read, has survived. I've around 30 wounded and at least like 6 or 7 killed. Yeah, very sad to hear. Very. There's there were early reports that it might have been a terrorist attack, but I believe it's been updated that it was a former Jehovah's Witness that was responsible. And I believe it was somebody who was disgruntled. I read it. It might be connected to mental illness. So I'm not gonna speculate on that, as we don't know for sure right now. It's always very sad and tragic when we hear about stuff like this. I don't know, there's been a few shootings involved. There was in the news lately involving Jehovah's Witnesses. There's been a few in the parking lots, and a couple Jehovah's Witnesses that were shot out when they were doing field service. Like, this world is becoming very violent. Violence and gun violence, it just seems to be on the increase lately in the U.S. with a lot of school shootings, and other parts of the world too. I've taken note of where I live. I live near Toronto, and I can tell you that they have had a lot of increasing problems with their public transit systems, the buses and the trains. More attacks. Like last year, there was someone pushed onto the tracks in a subway station. She was no injuries, thankfully. No, she was injured, but she's okay. And unfortunately, in the summer last year, there was an incident where a man set a woman on fire on a Toronto bus, and she unfortunately died in the hospital several days later. And there was also a more recent incident of a woman. It was in a subway station, waiting for the subway train, and this man, he stabbed a couple of women, and one of them died. Very sad, very tragic. And there's been a lot of violent events on their public transits lately. They actually increased the police presence to try to prevent some, although it's been still nothing that violent, but they've still been having a lot of incidents. But this kind of stuff is sadly just on the increase everywhere. And I've even heard more reports. It's like almost every day now that there's a report of like gun or weapons on school properties. And for me, my heart, my condolences go out to all the families in Hamburg, in Germany, whether they're witnesses or not. Like, they're still people, they're still suffering. I think to myself that, like a few of the ex-JWs have said already, we gotta show our solidarity. I certainly, as a former witness, do not celebrate or smile these kind of things, not at all. Violence and hatred is never the answer. I don't hate my former Jehovah's Witness friends. I don't hate the Jehovah's Witnesses that are still, like, around. That are, like, still around and out there. But I can definitely understand why how that just, it's just the unfortunate result of the Jehovah's Witnesses shunning policies and their super strict and controlling ways. It's not going to produce good things or get good reactions. It's like, it's not going to end well. It's not even biblical. Like, not really. It's definitely not loving. And it really is tragic to see when some Jehovah's Witnesses, like they may get disfellowshipped and be in, like, so much distress or so much depression that they just choose to act out in a violent manner. But yeah, I just wanted to, I think it can definitely show just how toxic Jehovah's Witnesses are, like how they treat their members in general and ex-members. If anything, it just shows just how super toxic that the Jehovah's Witnesses really are. I mean, it would be hard for me to really imagine, like, how I would feel if I had family members shunning me, or, you know, the ones that do have family still in there and they refuse to talk to them. Like, I couldn't imagine that it should not be like that to begin with. For those who leave, those who choose to question. Like, man, Watchtower is just so evil. It really is. And I just hope I hope I'm not gonna be reading another report of a violent incident, you know, like within the Jehovah's Witnesses, whether it's like present Jehovah's Witnesses or ex-members. Like, none, it all needs to stop. So yeah, I just wanted to make a short video and mention it. And so definitely my condolences, my heart goes out to the families that have lost loved ones in that tragic shooting. For sure. Anyways, hope you guys all have a good week. Stay safe, stay warm. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks. Bye.